Good morning. My name is Vishnuvardhan. I am from Electrical and Electronics Engineering. My roll number is 21951 capital A 0246. And my C language TikTok topic is this is my question for the C language. Lucas Land have 7 days in a week. Lucas is very conscious about his work done during the week. There are two ways he can spend his energy during the week. The first way is to do X work, X units of work, spend his energy during the week. The first way is to do X units of work every day, and the second way is to do Y units, which is less than X of the work for the first day and first day D first D days and to do Z work at rest of the days. Let's see what C language is. Programming in C is a gateway course for programming that covers a lot of ground such as basic syntax, program structure, primary algorithms, and program design concepts of the C language. But more importantly, it enables students to understand the working principle of the computer and develop their strict logic thinking, gradually master the programming thoughts and methods in practices, and foster their thinking mode and practical skills when applying computers to solve practical issues in such fields. If C language is learnt well, other programming languages will be comprehended by analogy with learning efficiently greatly improved. For the computer major, this course have dual roles as fundamental and leader for professional courses such as data structures, C++, and operating system. It plays an absolutely important part in the education. For non-computer majors, the mastery of programming idea cannot only expand the students' thinking, but what more, it is essential in future learning and working progress process. Programming is C is the first course about programming language that students have access to. With more characteristics, this curriculum gets most students in trouble in learning process. It is required that students should change their thinking and contemplate how to solve problems in compute niche. Coupled with the cumbersome syntax, rigorous process of programming, writing, and running, where small omissions can lead to errors in the program. Therefore, more hardships encountered in learning and frequent errors occurred in programming process can also sap students' enthusiasm for learning, resulting in more kickbacks such as poor learning effects and even enforcing students to quit learning, etc. Currently, programming in C is in our university has been a selective course for students who major not only in computer realms such as computer applications, computer networks, software technology, Internet of Things, e-commerce, etc., but also in non-computer realms such as facilities, agriculture, food safety, logistics management, land management. Students in different majors have set up their own unique targets and requirements for learning. The levels of informatization education accepted by students who come from all regions of the province and even from other provinces at the middle school vary, result in uneven fundamentals in computer and worse, there are science and liberally arts students taking this course in whole university, so that a big gap derives from their different foundation of mathematics and logical thinking. Up to now, major universities and similar institutions are constructing the class hours for the programming in C. In this way, a large knowledge quantity must be burdened in each class. For this reason, students will be unable to keep pace with the teacher's thinking, while teachers have no time to get across the specific masteries of the student and, if necessary, give individual counseling. As teachers, they can barely manage to finish the basic syntax knowledge and some independent programming topics during the class time as specified in the teaching program. What they can do is to consolidate the knowledge students have learned in the consolidate the knowledge students have learned in the classroom so that it is difficult for them to improve the students' practical programming skill and software development capacity. Any mastery of expertise is inseparable from constant exercise and practice. While in doing so, students require plenty of time. Otherwise, it is difficult both for teacher to impart and student to learn interactively. Therefore, a platform is highly required to allow students to easily accomplish independent study using fragment time after class so as to make sure that teacher classroom lecturers can achieve better effects. Now let's see our code. Our source code first line contains hash include stdio.h, which is a pre-texted program so that to run our programming in C. First line contains int maximum of int of a comma int of b. So in first line we are allotting a and b. In second line we are taking if loop. If a is greater than b, return a, else return b. If a is greater than b, it will return a, and if a is less than b, then it will return b. Int main. After int main, we are taking int of t, which is defining the t type. After that, scanf module d, comma, and of t. This is taking the input from the user for the variable t. While t minus minus, this is taking while loop, int of d, comma, x, comma, y, comma, z. This is again defining the type of d, x, y, z and scanf of module d, module d, module d, and module d, comma, and of d, and of x, and of y, and of. Scanf is used for taking inputs from the user and int define the type of the type of the variable, whether it is a integer or float or character. Int of first is equal to 0, second is equal to 0, rest is equal to 0. First is equal to 7 into x. Second is equal to y into d plus 7 minus d into z. Rest is equal to maximum of first comma second. Printf module d slash n res. Printf displays printf is used for displaying the output or any other factor which will help us to display on the screen. And slash n is used for the new line. Return 0. So this is the source code for our question. And in this, while is used for while loop. While is a loop while, which is also known as while loop, which will do iterations as many times we want till the condition satisfies. And if the condition, it checks the condition. If the given condition is true, it will give the assigned one. If it is false, it will go to else and the else will be executed. This is the source code. Thank you.